What's going on, Fit Life Advice family? Today is a good day, finally sunny out for June. The weather is beautiful and I'm about to cook up some grilled chicken, rice, and vegetables for myself and for my family. So I'm gonna take you guys through that. Let's go. All right, so first thing that I'm gonna do is marinate the chicken thighs, and I'm gonna grill all these after. But what I'm gonna do for the marination is keep it simple. I'm gonna use Italian dressing, and I'll show you how that works. And I'm going to use a little bit of the grilled chicken seasoning, and then you let it soak, and then you grill it, and it's delicious. So let me marinate that right now. Now that the grilled chicken is washed, I'm gonna start with the marination. And here's what we're gonna do. Leave that on. Soak it. Well, first let's shake it. Soak this. Oh yeah. Sounds delicious. Okay, so now that the grilled chicken is soaked in the Italian dressing, I'm gonna take the chicken seasoning here. I'm gonna mix it with this as well. And when it's on the grill, I'm probably gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper as well, because you want the chicken to taste good. You know, you don't want it to be bland because it gets boring, and a little extra sodium is not gonna kill you. Your body's gonna be able to recover the next day, just retain more water. And honestly, it's not a big deal. I don't really worry about sodium so much. I'm not competing for a show, and as long as I feel good, I'm fine. So I'm gonna mix this around. So here's what it's like. Yummy. All right. Now that the barbecue is heating up, typically for the grilled chicken, which I'm gonna be preparing, but for the marinade, what you wanna do after you marinate it, you wanna put it in the fridge for about a day, because the chicken will absorb the Italian juice more, the seasoning and the flavors, but you'll still get good flavors, still get a good tasting meal if you leave it for about 20 minutes. And that's what I'm gonna do right now. In the meantime, grill is burning up. I'm gonna start preparing some rice and some vegetables. So let's do it. So for the vegetables, I'm going to let the water boil. So probably, depending on how much water, it takes about 10 minutes. And then I'm gonna drop the vegetables in, and they should cook, in about 10 minutes. So it's easy to make them. And the rice as well is not gonna take long to prepare. I'm gonna make that in a separate pot. And this is the rice that I use. It's white rice. It's done in 10 minutes. They show you the steps. You can't really mess it up too bad, but if you don't like directions, you'll probably mess it up anyway. Like me, I like to wing things, so we'll see how this goes. These are the vegetables that I'm using. Mixed vegetables, and then Nature's Promise organic spinach. The macros are good on there, and as well with that. Now that the water is boiling, we're gonna pour the rice in. entire box. And abracadabra, the rice is done. And now we add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Oh, voila. I am the pepper bay. We add this spinach. And we add the mixed veggies. This is what the finished product looks like. Yep, there we go. Just stirring up the pot of vegetables. Still have a dirty mind here. My precious. And here is the outcome. We got like 30 something pieces of grilled chicken with the vegetables and the rice. All right. This napkin. So that's my dinner preparation. And now I'm gonna eat. Can't forget the ketchup. Keep Heinz in business. Alright. And this is my plate. What I'm gonna talk about right now is basically tracking your macros. A lot of people have DM'd me and said, do you track your macros? Do you count everything you eat to the most precise point? And let me start back by saying a couple years ago, yes, I would weigh out my food all the time, put it into MyFitnessPal, and that way I would have pretty much almost to the T exactly how much I would be eating during the day. And that was good, but at the same time I became a little bit obsessed with doing that to the point where, you know, I would just weigh everything. And for some people, if you're competing, if you're prepping for a show, if you're prepping for a photo shoot, okay, that may be the case. But for other people that are just on a diet, I no longer do that. I don't want my food to control me, but I want to be in control of my own intake of food. And I do that basically based off of what I'm eating and how I've come to learn to what, you know, what is good for me to take in. So right now, this is my first meal of the day, aside from my bagel I ate this morning. And I'm having about 6-7 pieces of grilled chicken. I can't digest all that at one time, but I'm really hungry and I eat very fast. For me personally, I'd say don't track your macros. You don't want to become too invested in that aspect, but don't completely just eat like crap. Just don't eat like crap. Know what you're eating. All right, let's say I on average have 3 or 4 pieces of grilled chicken, vegetables, rice. Okay, I know that's about 60 grams of protein. The vegetables don't have many carbohydrates in them. The rice, probably for the cup, it's probably around 20 to 30 grams of protein. 20 to 30 grams of carbs. Okay, so I balance that out 2 to 3, 4 times during the day, and I'm good. I just technically counted my macros in my head, not on a piece of paper or on MyFitnessPal. So don't be so involved and invested in counting your macros, because you want to enjoy the food you eat. You want to balance and have everything in moderation. Like I said in my last video, how to diet on vacation, it's very similar. I'm technically on vacation right now before school starts, but in med school, I'm going to prepare this pretty much every single week. I'm going to cook about 30 pieces of grilled chicken, meal prep for the week. That way I don't spend a lot of time during the week ordering out or figuring out what I'm going to eat. I'll just have it pre-made and I'm good to go. I don't want to brag, but this is really good. So, as I said,
tracking your macros, subjective. You could do it, but maybe don't do it so strictly unless you're prepping for a specific show. But ultimately, you don't need to track your macros in order to be successful in a diet. Maybe at first, if you want to do it at first to help you kind of gain an understanding of how much each food source contains in terms of macronutrients, that's fine. That's probably, a better idea, because that's, indirectly that's what I did. I would count my macros, so now I know how much each piece of grilled chicken, about 4 ounces, has, and how much my vegetables contain and how much my rice contains.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe, follow me on Instagram at FitLifeAdvice, and like this video as well. There'll be more to come. See you guys later.